Okay, so what I did a little bit, I mean, those are like little bit of patchwork that I do. It's needed or not needed, depending on like what you want. So I just put like a couple of thin strips here, like to shim the front part. The only reason is like the fit and everything is fine. I just didn't like the idea that it was coming perfectly fine till this much. Like just at the very end, it was sliding against these edges. I just felt like that may scratch this over time. So when I close it fully, there is a enough gap. But as you know, like because of my initial inaccuracies, this side probably is slightly thinner. So as and when I pull it out, there is a little bit of more play there. Again, I'm exaggerating, but because of that play, when the drawer is almost fully out, it was like sliding or like just hitting. May not have been a big deal, but what I did was like I took a couple of like very thin strips of wood, like I just uh, something like this. So I put a double-sided tape here, took like a thin piece of like cherry, stuck it up here and planed it until like it is like almost like a, I believe 32nd of an inch, or maybe between 16th and 32nd. I just put some wood glue and then I just put some wood glue, accelerator and CA glue. So and just put it there like this much, like on top of this side and this side, so that it doesn't impact the fit of my drawer, as I just showed. So it doesn't impact the fit of my drawer, but when it is like almost fully extended, that section is like still like giving some bit of resistance, so it is not sliding even when I am like almost like levering here. It is not sliding, but then this side is almost out now, so it's like hitting. So maybe needed, may not be needed, so I did it on both sides. So I'll just I mean, those are patchwork, obviously. I'm pretty sure like if things are like extremely accurate from beginning, then those things may not be needed. I may have shown this earlier. I put like I glued another piece of poplar here just to extend the front part, so that I have enough material there to put the screws in to attach this face frame. That's what I did. So in any case, I'll be taking out these screws because I have to plan for fixing the front. Yeah, this pull, the drawer pull. Now as I was saying, I'm still in like double mind what to use really. I like the appearance of those knobs, like round knobs that I have on the smaller drawers. But when I bought these, like as I was saying, like bought this from Home Depot, the online. This thing, like I also got this one, like I may have come in a set or maybe something came separately. I am in double mind whether I use this on the big drawer front. Like the only thing I can think of, I'll see how it looks. Like there are like vertical slats and then this one across. I don't know how it will look, but I will start with this. The reason being, like in case it doesn't look good, I'm going to pull this out and put two knobs instead. But if I start with knobs and they are not at the exact same distance, I can never go back to this one. That's the only reason I will start with this. I'll see how it looks. But before I do that, and I have like a couple of knobs also here, like the exact same knobs as I have used on the smaller drawers. So I have to pull out these screws. Now if I have to do this again, would I put a bigger drawer? Maybe or maybe not, because there are pros and cons to either. Like having a bulky drawer makes it heavy, but then if you are using slides, probably that wouldn't matter. And this thing works just fine. Maybe I will have to think something to have more material to screw, maybe from the sides. Again, it's just the face frame attached to the drawer. I think this is plentifully strong what I have done. Plus when I attach the knobs, it's going to add some more strength to that also and all. So this thing is supposed to be 12 inches, like as per the manufacturer specification. Let me validate that. It is exactly 12. But anyways, like I will measure that later. But what I'm saying is that this is the inside part of it. I need to put some filler here, and doesn't need to be like too polished or anything like that. So this is like a scrap piece of cherry. Thickness seems to be around that. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just do some minor sizing because the edges are really rugged on this one. It doesn't matter at all if this is like this is planed or is rough or anything like that. It's just like someone opens, just sees that little bit of attention has been given to this. That's the only thing. I was just holding it with my hand to minimize the vibration. Do I plane it? Not really needed. By the way, these are all offcuts when I was initially dimensioning my lumber, like with bandsaw. Like these are nothing like, not like I made anything specifically for this or something like that. I'll just clean up the edges slightly. This number 4 is properly sharpened, so it's cutting end grain just like my low angle piece. I could even keep it shorter. I just have this piece. I feel no reason to break it apart. Double-sided tape is good enough because it's a filler. I don't want to be restricting the movement of these things, these slats which are free floating in any way. So let me bring some tape. So this is what I'm doing. So I'll remove the just eyeball the center. One thing I'm checking, is it, because I didn't dimension it, is there just too much room here? That's what I was trying to check. If there is, I'll probably spend some time planing this. This is all good. Slight bit of that's it. So I will just give it a start using my drill driver, but it's a better idea to use hand tighten these, because these are, yeah, that screw is starting to bite. This one, yeah, slowly I'm just giving it so So I'll just put the screws, 3 screws at the back also. Try to feel for it, hand tighten it slightly if needed. Now with the filler in, when I drill through this, the idea is that nothing gives in. Okay, so I need to measure 12 inch. So let me try to find the center. This is now 35 6 by 8, I can think. 35 6 by 8, 35 3/4. 35 3/4, half would be 17 7 by 8. Let me get a sharp pencil. Don't need this one. And 7 by 8. Now I'll measure from both sides so that I am at the, just to check if I'm at the center, 17 7 by 8. So that's the center line. Now if I have to go like 12 inches, then 6 on each side. So this is a 12-inch ruler. I put it here. Now I have to also measure this. This is exactly 12. So let me use 6 inch from the top. I want to be drilling this step at a time because there is a thin strip here. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I'm not careful that will just split. So I will go step at a time. Start with a 7/64 bit. Let me use my other drill which has higher speed. This has a slightly higher speed. So hoping that, and I will use a square owl. Start with a square awl. All the way, draw breakout because this is the small one. Let me take a slightly bigger. I'll go 9/64. Perhaps an overkill what I'm doing, but I just can't take a chance. I don't want to take a chance in these things. I have to do like enough countersinking from other side. Does create a little bit of chip there. Hopefully that will be hidden on this one. Yeah. Now before drilling that, I want to be sure that seems to be right. Same thing. That's it. Need to countersink from the other side because of course like countersink needed for the looks, but the screw is not long enough also in my case. So when I started like fine furniture, like woodworking, not fine furniture, initially the impact driver was like my go-to, but with fine furniture making I realized the importance of a drill, the old school drill driver. So I invested in a second one. I don't know how it looks. I feel it's okay. I mean, what I mean, it won't look bad. What I was thinking was that this thing like vertical grain and then this one, could it be like contradicting something? Doesn't seem so, but in case like over a period, like if I feel like this doesn't look good, I just take it out. I can put these two knobs there, like just like I'm pretty sure they will also look fine, like this two knobs. That will give the feel like it's a tambour or something like a. But for now, this is good. Yeah, I think the next step is like I will do some hand sanding. I don't think any more scraping or anything needed. I have to sand, and I've decided I'll go with shellac. That's just the simplest thing for me, but any finish like should work. Yeah. All right. See you next time.